What's up Dan fans, welcome back to another goofy second channel video, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. As you've probably guessed already, it is a technology video, and today we're going to be comparing two laptops that are 20 years apart on 3DMark2000. Now you're wondering, DankHyphen, why 3DMark2000? Because 3DMark2000 was made for this laptop's GPU, which has DirectX 7. Nice. So, without further ado, let's introduce the laptops. On the left side, we have the 2003 IBM ThinkPad X31 with an amazing Intel Pentium M processor with a whopping boost clock of 1.4 GHz and one core and one thread. Amazing. And we also have an ATI Mobility Radeon 7000 GPU. I can't remember its actual name, but I think it's that. And it has a whopping 16 megabytes of video memory. Amazing. And then on the right hand, we have the wonderful, my own personal Asus ROG Strix G16 with an amazing Intel Core i9-13980HX processor with an amazing 5.6 GHz max boost and 24 cores and 32 threads with an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4070 laptop with 8 GB of VRAM. And as for the RAM and operating system, for the RAM on the IBM, we have 2 GB of RAM, but the thing must have originally shipped with something like 256 or 512 GB of RAM, but that has since been upgraded. 32 GB of RAM is the maximum this laptop can do. While the RAM on this side is completely stock, this is 16 GB of RAM that we're working with. And of course, as you can tell, this is running Windows XP, so it's back 3, and this is running Windows 11. So without further ado, we're going to start this benchmark. Just to let you know, both these laptops are plugged into the wall at full power, I presume, and we're going to be running it at the default benchmark setting, which is this resolution on screen. I've forgotten the resolution. Without further ado, let's go. 3, 2, 1, let's start. Okay, so we've done the testing, and as you can probably tell, the difference is absolutely massive. On the ThinkPad, we have 2,189 3DMarks, while on the right, with the ROG Strix, we have a whopping 15,137 3DMarks. That is a big difference, a very big difference. So if we go into showing the details now, I'm just going to remove my phone from the thingy as well, so we can get a closer look at the results. So, with the ThinkPad, here are some of the results here. Go ahead and have a look. As you can see, with the helicopter game, the low detail had a bit of was pretty good, and the medium detail wasn't too bad. As we can have a target of like 30 FPS, but for the helicopter high detail, it didn't really do too well, and they got like 12.6 FPS. For the adventure game, it held up much better than the helicopter game, mainly because of its graphics, and for the rest of the stuff, yeah, there's a big difference here. And as for the ROG Strix, we obviously have I think we've kind of maxed out, because I've accidentally put the thingy on a VSync, but here are the results. Yeah, obviously it is the GPU is like 8 GB of VRAM compared to like 16 megabytes of VRAM, and so yeah, we're easily heading into the 200s, the 100 FPS marks, very, very, very comfortably compared to the ThinkPad. And these are the other results. I will calculate some means very shortly to show the difference between the helicopter games and the adventure games, which I'll put on screen right now. And yeah, that's all I really have to show about this. There's one more remark I want to make. Looking at the benchmark, while I was looking at the benchmark, I've seen that the ThinkPad was way slower, not only in performance but in loading times. But there's obviously no surprise when I tell you this laptop has a 40 GB completely mechanical hard drive. Don't know what the speed is. And this one obviously has a 1 TB NVMe SSD, and the speed difference is absolutely massive as well. Okay, for my final test, I'm going to do everything completely maxed out on the benchmark, as well as getting this as close to desktop resolution as possible. This is already at desktop resolution. I did try to go up to the the actual desktop resolution, but unfortunately I had to change that because unfortunately I couldn't go any higher than 1080p. So we're going to be running this at 1920 by 1200 and this at 1024 by 768 with everything turned up to the max. I'll be back in a second. Well, this is a very surprising result. As I completely expected, the value went down on the ThinkPad, but quite a remarkable amount actually, 1400. Let's have a look at the details, shall we? See if they've definitely gone worse, mainly because I've done everything so high. And yeah, the helicopter high details like completely ridiculous compared to the other one we're going to show. We'll show you like a percentage loss as well. For all these. The adventure game, none of it went above 30 FPS, but not below 20 FPS, which is pretty good. And as for the other one, surprisingly, the score actually went up even on desktop, mainly because I might have cheated, because I did actually change the compatibility settings so the scaling could work properly. But I don't know, it's like a massive free 4K increase of that, but here we go. Here are the results for those. Sorry, none of them actually went below 200 FPS, which is absolutely crazy. So that's a massive increase. So yeah, I don't really have much to say about that. So here's the conclusion. What can we take away from this video? Well, no shit, these laptops were manufactured 20 years apart, and this ThinkPad wasn't even made for gaming. It's a business laptop, and 16 megabytes of RAM weren't nearly enough for gaming nowadays. I think 128 megabytes were the norm. And even today, 8 gigabytes of RAM from these like current games aren't even like the bare minimum anymore, which is absolutely insane. Anyways, that is all I have to say. Thank you very much for watching. I'll probably do more shit like this in the future, but anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go.